What's going on, guys? Chris here, and welcome to a new Destiny video. Today we're counting down the top 5 worst PvP exotics in the game. Now, of course, I picked these weapons based on the alternatives there are. First of all, is it worth the exotic slot? Secondly, is there a better legendary alternative? As I said, it's the worst this time, so basically there is a better legendary alternative. It's more about how much better it is. So first of all, usually I make an honorable mention. This time I will also make one, but the 5th place might as well be the honorable mention because there is a pulse rifle buff coming up very soon, and by the time you're watching this, it might already have happened, and the number 5 gun could be better than the honorable mention, so keep that in mind. So the honorable mention goes to the Hardlight. It is a decent auto rifle, but it just kicks way too much. The stability is good actually, but the recoil is terrible. It's difficult to control, and usually I would rather go for my upper anything legendary auto rifle than I would go for the Hardlight. I actually also dismantled my Hardlight because of this, which I do regret now, because I do want it for my collection, but the Hardlight is just not a very good gun. But the number 5 spot goes to the bad Juju. Now, as I said, there is a pulse rifle buff coming up, but at the time being, the pulse rifles are not in a good spot, and the bad Juju is not a good weapon. I know you hear a lot of people saying, yeah, I do amazing with the bad Juju in PvP, etc, etc. But the truth is, if you're doing good in PvP with the bad Juju, that's great, you're a great player, but the bad Juju is not a great gun. I can also do pretty decent with the bad Juju in PvP, but if I switch over to a Vex Mythoclast or a Suros Regime afterwards, I absolutely wreck people in comparison. The bad Juju is not a great gun. The pulse rifle update may change that, but as for now, the bad Juju is the 5th worst exotic for PvP. Number 4 goes to one of the Dark Below weapons, the 4th Horseman. Very high fire rate shotgun, very low range. It's basically the Invective, but worse. The Invective is a great gun because it has good range, but the 4th Horseman instead has really good stability and no range. It doesn't work out that well. You have to be all the way up in their face. I believe it was Mr. Fruit who called it the 4th horse shit, which is a better name for it because it is quite shit. At number 3, it is another Dark Below weapon, the Dragon's Breath. And it's an exotic rocket launcher with no tracking, no proximity. There is literally no reason you would want to use this in PvP, and the only reason it's not higher is because there are worse weapons ahead of it. Of course, it is a rocket launcher. It is decent, you know. If you're gonna use a rocket launcher, well, I guess if you don't have any exotics, you can use the Dragon's Breath. But there's no incentive if you have another exotic, really, except for the number 2 and 1 spot on the list. And the number 2 spot is another heavy weapon, that is the Super Good Advice. And it just has terrible stability, and again, why would you even want to use an exotic machine gun in PvP in the first place? Add up terrible stability, and just overall bad control, no hipfire performance. Why use it? Any legendary machine gun will pretty much perform better than the Super Good Advice in PvP, and therefore the Super Good Advice falls down to the number 2 spot as the 2nd worst PvP exotic. But you guys probably already guessed by now, the worst exotic in the game for PvP is the No Lane Beyond. The primary sniper was a pretty good idea on paper with an iron sight. It sounds cool, but the iron sight is terrible and it feels like you're on a boat whenever you move while aiming. So basically you can only hit people if they're standing still and you're standing still, which doesn't happen very often. So yeah, good luck with doing well with the No Lane Beyond in PvP. If you can do that, I applaud you. I tried it for one game. I think I got 1 kill and like 5 deaths, and then I gave up. So yeah, it's pretty bad. And I wouldn't put myself through the punishment of trying to get a gameplay with it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think of the list down below in the comments. Let me know if I missed out on any exotics. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys on my next one. Peace out.